Hi, I'm Carrie with the Weston Ranch Library, and welcome to Making Sensory Bags. These bags are great for babies, toddlers, and preschoolers. These supplies I bought at the Dollar Tree. However, you can use whatever you might have at your house. Anything like beans, rice, coconut, popcorn kernels, anything that might have a different feel or texture to it will be perfect. First, I'm going to show you some examples of the bags I've already made, and then if you'd like to watch after, you're more than welcome to see how I made them. This first one is just gel and food coloring, and I made the A out of an index card, the back of an index card, and you can make all the letters, numbers, and then what you want to do is offer the child the card and have them write with their finger. This is a square, and these are shapes in there. You can have them look for the square as they get more advanced. Then you can ask them maybe to look for the blue square or purple square. And this is good for toddlers learning their shapes. And the next one is full of letters, and you offer a sight card, a cue, and then you have them look for the cue. So this is great for toddlers just learning to recognize letters, and you can add a few in at a time, and then you can increase it and add all the letters, and then you'll have them find it and match it to the card. And then you can start, as they start to advance more, you can write their name with the sharpie on the outside of the bag and start with just the letters of their name so they can match the letters to what's written on the bag. You can do this with sight words as well. These pom-poms are great because if you add pom-poms and encourage them to use their fingers and push the pom-poms, there's less of a chance of ripping the bags. This is great as far as sanitizing goes because you can wipe or spray them with disinfectant. And right now I'm just adding about a third of a bag full of gel. And then I'm going to add a couple drops of food coloring. And these are great just starting with kids learning their colors. You can make one bag blue, one bag red, one bag purple, whatever you would like to do. My daughter owns a daycare and she loves to do them seasonally. So she'll add for Halloween googly eyes. For fall, she'll add leaves and things. So you can totally tailor this to what you would like to teach your child. So you can start out basic for a baby, and as you may have saw at the beginning of the video, you can tape it down to the floor so that way the babies get that sensory experience and those fine motor skills from touching. You also want to encourage them as you make the bag and play with the bag. Ask them what colors, ask them how it feels to them. I added these little foam beads, so that adds a little bit more texture to it, makes it more interesting. And this particular bag, I'm just going to add some letters to, and that way they can begin to learn letters. You can start this with toddlers, and you can just put them in a high chair and tape it to the high chair, and they can have a nice sensory experience. This is great for finger painting and Play-Doh as well. This one, I'm doing shapes with this one. These are great because they don't make a mess, and the child's still getting a great experience. So you're getting the sensory input, you're getting the language skills by talking with your child, and even if they can't talk back, just hearing you say words and looking at letters and telling them, they will absorb that and keep that with them as they grow. Kids are always listening, even if they are not verbal yet. So anything that you can do to encourage them to learn is always beneficial. A child who has autism may benefit from touching these and playing with these, as it is quite calming. You can write words that you would like to teach your child. So start with the easiest, and, the, but, on, and write them on the outside of the bag. Choose a couple, and then you'll want to add some gel and add letters. So you can start with, say, maybe 10 letters, and as they're able to start to spell the word, you can increase until you have the entire alphabet. And this is a fun way for them to identify the letters and match them up to what you have written on the bag. And you can customize it and increase the words as they get better at spelling them. And so this is great for preschoolers. After I finish writing, I'll add the gel. In this case, I'm adding all the letters of the alphabet and some pom-poms. Again, the pom-poms are great for little fingers, so that way it's a little bit harder for them to rip the bag if you're encouraging them to use pom-poms to push the letters or whatever is in the bag. And I would recommend taping the entire outside of the bag just in case it rips. I have read online that some people don't recommend using Dollar Tree bags. They have better luck with grocery store brands, so it would be up to you to try it. I didn't have any problem with these, but again, I wasn't as rough as maybe a child would be with them. And you may want to get bigger bags. I noticed that with the Ziploc bags, it kind of looked like everything was smushed in there. So the freezer bags would probably make a great size. And that's it. Hopefully you've learned something and that you'll try these out. If you have any questions, do let me know. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for watching.